Welcome! I'm sharing some book covers and titles by Danny E. Allen. This one is called Life's Like That. You can find 60 titles in ebook form at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. Next is the cover for The Ultimate by Danny E. Allen. Here is the cover for the second edition of Well Wishers by Danny E. Allen. This cover is for the book Car by Danny E. Allen. Remember, you can buy 60 titles in ebook form at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. Here is the cover for A Down by a Tomorrow. You can check out 60 titles in ebook form at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. This is the cover for Age by Danny E. Allen. Visit dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com to purchase 60 ebook titles. Amboy is another title by Danny E. Allen. Find 60 titles in ebook form at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. Here is the cover for Americanian by Danny E. Allen. This is the cover for The Continuing Tales of Beau John Littlehorse P.I. by Danny E. Allen. All 60 ebook titles are available at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. Next, we have the cover for A Passage to Wisdom, End of Times by Danny E. Allen. You can buy 60 titles in ebook form on the Blogspot website. Here is the cover for Down, a nonfiction/white paper by Danny Eugene Allen, LLC. Get 60 titles in ebook form at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. This cover is for Either, Neither, or Both by Danny E. Allen. Look for all 60 titles in ebook form online. Here is the cover for Bottomland by Danny Eugene Allen. This slide features the cover for the Beau John Littlehorse P.I. prequel, Country Cunning by Danny E. Allen. Finally, the cover for Emotional Writer, How Not to Be Overcome by the Drama of Overconfidence by Danny E. Allen. Let's continue with the cover for GEOPOL by Danny E. Allen. Check out all 60 ebook titles at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. Next up is the cover for the book Game by Danny E. Allen. This vibrant blue cover is for High by Danny E. Allen. Don't forget to visit dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com for more titles. Here we have the cover for Happy H02, a comedy by Danny Eugene Allen. The next cover features arrows and is titled The Irony and an Idea by Danny E. Allen. This is the cover for The Last Day by Danny E. Allen. Get 60 titles in ebook form online. Here is the cover for Lost by Danny E. Allen. Find all 60 titles in ebook form at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. Next, the cover for My Mother's Keeper by Danny E. Allen. This cover is for The Next Day by Danny E. Allen. All 60 ebook titles are available at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. Here is the cover for the nonfiction title Off Season by Danny E. Allen. This cover is for Only God Knows by Danny E. Allen. Remember, 60 titles are available in ebook form on the Blogspot website. The next cover is for Planes by Danny E. Allen. This is the cover for Prediction by Danny Eugene Allen. Here we have the cover for Promotion by Danny E. Allen. Visit dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com for more titles. Finally, the cover for Reboot the World of Tomorrow by Danny E. Allen. This is the cover for the short story Red and Black by Danny E. Allen. You can find 60 titles in ebook form at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. Next is the cover for Revolution by Danny E. Allen. Check out all the ebook titles online. Here is the cover for Short Story by Danny E. Allen. All 60 ebook titles are available at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. This slide features the cover for Small Story by Danny E. Allen. Remember the Blogspot link for purchasing. This is the cover for Soup by Danny E. Allen. Find 60 titles in ebook form at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. Next, the cover for The Story of an Idea by Danny E. Allen. You can buy 60 titles in ebook form at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. Here is the cover for Street by Danny E. Allen. This is the cover for The Story of the Story by Danny E. Allen. All 60 titles are available on the Blogspot website. Next, we have the cover for Stupid is as Stupid Does by Danny E. Allen. Find more details at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. This cover is for Sun by Danny E. Allen. Remember, 60 titles are available in ebook form. Here is the cover for Sweet by Danny E. Allen. All 60 ebook titles are at dannyeugeeneallen.blogspot.com. enlightened.blogspot.com. This cover is For the Third Time by Danny E. Allen. You can find more titles on the Blogspot website. Next, the cover for Thirst by Danny E. Allen. Visit dannyeugene.allen.blogspot.com to purchase 60 ebook titles. Here is the cover for Town by Danny E. Allen. Finally, this is the cover for Trust by Danny E. Allen. Thank you for viewing this video.